Yo, what is going on, D Sports Podcast? I'm Tyler from Lions Nation, and I got a friend with me, Patrick from Red Wings page. Would you want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Feel free, man.
Yeah, it's Patrick. About time those Tigers got to win, man.
Yeah, Mikey Matic, I think, just saved Brad Ausmus a Tigers career right here, man. He was on the limb right now, about to get fired. If we got swept by the damn Padres, he's gone for sure. What
Yeah.
about you? What do you say?
I think like personally, this is gonna sound really bad, but I kind of wanted them to lose just because I need Brad gone. Like like he's the trouble right now for me. So I'm kind of happy we
Sure,
won. I
man.
mean, obviously, a Tigers fan, you don't want your team lose, but at the same time, I kind of wanted Brad gone. So that probably would have killed his career.
Hmm. All right, so what topics do we got to talk about today, man?
All right, so we got all the D sports going on. Right now, we're talking about Alavila was talking about earlier in the season that if we were below 500, we are going to unload, and we're going to see what you think about what players should go and who we think we should get rid of in that time.
All right, right now I believe we're like 9 or 8 games under 500, which is, I mean, we're out of it. We're, I think, tied for
Yeah.
last in the American League right now, which is really bad. Um, I mean, I think there's no doubt we saw at the deadline. I think some guys that we could throw maybe in some deals, some good trade values. JD Martinez for sure. His contract's expiring after this season.
Hmm.
He could have a good bat for anyone lineup because he's been a good bat this whole year. Ian Kinsler's another trade piece you could do.
Verlander.
Uh, yeah, Justin. Thing about Verlander's, he has a big contract, and his contract doesn't end until 2019.
Yeah.
But I could see some like win now team wanting to make a push for Verlander to, maybe he could move up that rotation and get you a World Series possibly.
Hmm.
So I don't know what you think. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think JD's a very good choice considering his contract's up and or gonna be up, and I highly doubt we'll sign him just because the way our money is right now.
We're already over
Uh,
the luxury tax.
Yeah, Ian's playing really well, so that's like very. I mean, JD's playing good too, but Ian's playing like JD was a lot better. Like I was like a little less than a month ago, he was killing
Yeah.
it. Now he's doing like solid, I would say. But Ian's
Okay.
playing really, really well right now. So I think that when that time comes that we want to unload, hopefully if he's doing the way he is now, that could be a really good push for us to get someone else maybe or whatever draft picks. Verlander's the same thing. I think some teams just whenever like any sport it is, there's always teams that want those vets that can kind of come in, do some damage as like some older players. So yeah,
Another question is, could we trade Miguel Cabrera for any legit prospects? In my opinion, I don't think we could trade Miguel Cabrera for any legit prospects. And my opinion on is he's declining. I mean, let's be real, Tiger fans. He's not been Miguel Cabrera of the past. He's not hitting the ball. Power numbers are way down, and his average and a lot hitting numbers are way down. And he's getting older. His contract is still humongous, and it doesn't end until I believe not until 2023 or 2022. And you still have to pay him at least 180 million, which teams just not want to do that for a declining hitter. You know what I mean?
hmm
So
yeah, you could tell
I
Miggy's very frustrated. You can tell.
Yeah, he's not. It's not looking like he's having as much fun as usual.
Yeah,
But I just don't see teams wanting a declining hitter. I can't see it. And I mean, he's an alright defenseman, but like
yeah. I mean, he
I
plays
think,
first base, not nothing too crazy.
and I think in the future, he's a DH for sure. I don't think he can last in first base. And I think once Vmart retires, he can still be a productive hitter. I just don't think he's gonna be as productive as we're used to seeing him. As if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think Miggy's. I mean, he has had a hell of a career. He's a great player. He always will be Hall of Famer. But
Yeah,
as of right now, I don't see a team going to push for him,
yeah,
especially with the money.
yeah. If the money was little, I mean, I still don't see teams wanting Miguel Cabrera for the price right now as well. So
Hmm.
that's just my opinion.
All right.
What other topics we got to
I think we
talk
need a
about?
round of applause for this one. It's about time Mr. Elrod is gone.
Oh yeah, let's celebrate, guys. Let's pop the champagne.
I was
Brad
on
Ausmus would have been gone by tonight too if
yeah,
Mikey Matic didn't get that hit.
yeah, true. But I was on Twitter and I I see K-Rod's gone, and I'm like, how you guys gonna call him K-Rod? You know, you can't call him that. He's lost that respect. But I was just, dude, I was so happy. I was like, it's about time. Like he's blown so many games, and like games that we were obviously down, like with the Grand Slam, we were obviously down. But if he didn't give that up, we would have won that game.
Exactly. And his attitude was garbage as well. I
Yeah,
mean, yes, he was a good veteran for the bullpen guys, but he obviously wasn't good enough because those bullpen guys are not getting the job
yeah.
done. All right. What I'm saying is he was a waste of a roster spot. He's I think 35 years old or 34, and I mean he's not getting the job done anymore. I mean, and what he had to say, I believe last week or 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago, of
that
him,
bothered me so much.
he's not a mop up guy, bro. You should be mopping up at McDonald's right now. You should not be in a big leagues right now. You're not a mop up
Yeah,
guy.
like
I
that'd be
mean,
like, okay, Miggy coming out and be like, if we like drop down Miggy to like a lower spot or like something like that, coming out and be like, oh yeah, I'm amazing, I don't deserve this. But like at the same time, you're not playing the way. There's rookies that are playing better than you, so
it's called a business.
yeah,
It's
it's the way it
not
is.
if you're not doing good and right now you're gonna
He should have been
there's
released
gonna
when he blew those 5 games in April.
exactly back to back days versus Oakland Athletics
Yeah,
unacceptable.
yeah,
And which I think we both had the lead in both those
yeah.
games, which
We were
is
in lead for both.
and going to the ninth inning, relying on our closer to blow it. I mean that's not the way it is. Come on.
Yeah.
Uh,
All
so
right.
what other topics we got to talk about?
Tigers. There's not too much. I mean, they're struggling. I don't know what's gonna happen. Probably just sell. I don't know. Hope for a miracle at this point.
Hopefully get some good prospects because
Yeah.
when the Tigers did sell 2 years ago, I mean they did get some good prospects.
Mhm.
Tiger fans weren't happy at the moment, but we did end up getting Michael Fulmer,
Yeah.
Daniel Norris, and Matthew Boyd, and even Jacoby Jones.
Yeah.
So I don't think
I
Tiger
mean,
fans were complaining about
we're
that.
like we're gonna be upset now. Like same with the Wings. Like I'm a huge Wings fan. We all know that. I was upset last season, obviously, but now we're rebuilding. Like you have to. Every team's gonna go through that stage. I mean, it's just
And
part of it.
and the building parts you're gonna get, it's just gonna get better. Honestly, I mean, if you're not doing good with the vets you have right now, there's no point keeping them and paying them
Mhm.
when you can get have future and then win more in the future and not just make the playoffs and just not get anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
All
mean,
right, so
the Wings were kind of pros at that for a while.
yeah, fans
We
were
made
spoiled with that.
playoffs for a while, and then we kind of just, I don't know, died off. Not died off, but like made playoffs, and we just like consistently get out first round, maybe second round.
Yeah,
So I guess we can go to Wings news now.
um,
Vegas with the expansion draft, we protected. Let me get the exact list. I could probably name it actually. Protected Zetterberg, protected Mantha, Athanasiu. We had to protect Nielsen. Um, Larkin didn't have to protect it because he's a 2 year, uh, pro.
yeah.
Who else they protect?
You see Zetterberg,
Yeah.
Abby,
No, yeah, Abby.
yeah.
That's 5 on
Um,
offense. You got
and
two
then on
more.
and then
I know
defense
defense. Defense is Green, um,
Jensen and
Jensen,
DeKaiser.
DeKaiser, and then we protected Howard, which was a very questionable choice.
Oh, while we think about those two offensive guys,
Oh, it's Nyquist Tatar. Those two.
oh yeah, all right. I know this is not one of our topics, but what's your thoughts on the goalie us protecting Howard over Mrazek? What's your thoughts on that? And
Okay, so going into the draft, like maybe a month before, I was like, okay, Howard played really well last season. I mean, he was injured, so I mean, he was injured, came back, played really well, pretty good overall. Mrazek played. I mean, he was our number one goalie last season. He played very inconsistently, either like amazing or just like god awful.
yeah,
So going into like this whole draft, I was like, okay, Mrazek hasn't played the best. He should be our number one goalie. He's young. He's everything you want. Like he's that young guy. You got him young. He's coming out. He's doing well. But that season just killed him. I think. Like I think if he would have done decent this season, they would have protected him. Like because the season before that he was playing amazing. Remember he came in playoffs 2 years ago with
yeah,
Tampa and just killed it.
he
But
did good.
yeah, so I think personally, okay, so if the Wings didn't want to lose anyone, they would have protected Mrazek. But I think they kind of wanted to get rid of Mrazek.
Because I've heard some rumors they are trying to shop him, but there's like
Yeah,
no
but no
goalie
one, no one
market
wants
right now.
goalies.
Yeah. I mean, it just kind of looks like the Wings lost faith in
Yeah, Mrazek.
Mrazek, and the fact that they kind of drafted a goalie, I believe, in the fourth round. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm not saying that means
Yeah, I mean he's gonna
Mrazek's.
take time to develop, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm saying is I just don't think they're sold on Mrazek as
Yeah,
maybe they
yeah,
were
yeah, like
last season.
yeah, a few seasons ago, like people were confident we were our number one goalie and he was gonna be our big guy, but now it's like, I mean, this whole year has been like once Howard was healthy, it was like a two goalie system, or even Koru. When Koru was there, it was like, okay, Koru, you played 2 games, Mrazek, you played 2 games, and then when Howard
Yeah.
playing gap came back, it was the same thing. Like we didn't have a number one goalie with a backup. It was like a two goalie system.
What I think possibly is for how good Koru did in the AHL playoffs.
Hmm.
Do you think there's a chance maybe he was that good that the Wings were sold on him to maybe be
It's possible.
comp
It's
for
possible
him?
that they wanted to get rid of Mrazek, maybe get someone else that's like either a goalie or just any player. Obviously, they can get anybody. No one wants him now, but I think Koru's a good goalie. I think that I mean I don't think he's fully developed, so it's kind of nice that he's in the AHL while we have Mrazek and Howard, two goalies that can play together really well. So
But
I think Koru will get more time to develop, and then I don't know, but I don't think he's at his prime at all. I think he still has a lot of time to go to develop.
so have you given up on Mrazek yet, or
Um,
what's up with that?
Honestly, it's like back and forth. Like going to the draft, I want to protect Howard, and then I changed my mind near the end because I was like, if the Wings don't want to lose anyone, they protect Mrazek because Howard's old, or he's getting old. I would say he's up there. His contract's massive,
Hmm.
and he's injury prone. So Vegas would not take him. You're a new team. You don't want someone like that. So if the Wings didn't want to lose anyone, they would have protected Mrazek for sure. But I don't.
Exactly.
I think they wanted to get something out of him, or just like lose his contract or something. But I don't know. Mrazek, I think he's a good goalie. He has some phenomenal saves, and he's played either really well, like some seasons, or just like half decent. I don't know, washed up goalie kind of at this point. So I don't
Uh,
know. I have mixed feelings about him, but I haven't given up yet. For that's for sure on him.
what's your thoughts on the Wings leaving Xavier Ouellet up for grabs for Vegas?
To be honest, I was really upset about that because like, okay, my three favorite defenders right now, they're all the young guys. Not young, but like the newer guys coming up. So like Jensen, Sproul, Ouellette. I think those guys have played really well. I mean, Sproul got injured, but it's not his fault. And he's really fast. He shoots good. Ouellette has some solid defense. He plays good. Jensen, I mean, this guy came out of nowhere and he's like one of our top defenders now. So I think Ouellette definitely should not have. I mean, like been exposed. He should have been protected for sure. Because honestly, Green should have been exposed. I think, in my opinion. I mean,
I think
he's not
I
like a
think
vet or anything. Like, yeah, he's a vet in general, but not with us. Like, he's not a big deal to us, in my opinion.
I think Danny DeKaiser should have been up for grabs. I mean, he got signed to a big contract
Yeah, I
last
could see that
season.
too. Like, but I think he just had one bad. Like, I personally like am disliking him right now, but at the same time, I think he just had one bad season. I'm hoping for like a comeback.
I like DeKaiser, but I'm saying his contract was so big and
Yeah,
how not he did not have a really good season last year. I don't think he would have been grabbed by Vegas. So
yeah, I don't think so either.
yeah.
I don't know, I just
So
wanted, and no one was gonna take Sproul. I think either with his injury, him being really young. I don't think that was gonna happen.
yeah.
But I think
Um
Ouellette was definitely a risk.
yeah, for sure. Only being 25 years old and having a very solid year.
Yeah,
He was
like a
on the
year and a
first.
half, kind of.
He was like on the second line, first line
Yeah,
constantly, and
yeah.
he didn't miss too many games. So
Mm-mm.
it was really risky by the Wings move by that.
Yeah.
And so, what's your thoughts on Thomas Noshak getting selected by Vegas?
You know this very well, and I'm pretty upset about it. Um, I don't know. I think he was, in my opinion, like him and Bertuzzi were our top prospects coming out of the AHL. Played very, very good in the Calder Cup. Was coming to like next year gonna be one of our younger guys like Bertuzzi, Svechnikov, those kind of guys coming up. Hopefully taking some veteran spots or like those kind of big guys. And it's kind of sad to see him taken because like there's players like I love Abby, but the way he played the past few seasons, I mean, he got injured, which is fair, but past few seasons hasn't been the best. And if Nosek was playing the way he was in the Calder Cup, that it really wasn't fair that someone like that who's busted their ass every game, playing great, that they get exposed because of the way their age is.
So, do you think Noshak should have been protected or not?
I mean, it's really surprising that Vegas took him in general. Like, no one expected it at all.
Exactly. So, I was
So
not
like, I
surprised.
understand that like Holland didn't protect him. Like, I'm not upset about that. It's just like I don't know. It's a little hard to understand coming from a manager. I mean, general manager.
Vegas.
Not
Um,
like from Holland spot.
yeah, a lot of Red Wings fans were actually satisfied with Noshak being taken
Yeah,
because
I've heard that too.
I mean, I guess we kind of did avoid some dodges. We did avoid Ouellet being taken
Yeah.
and Mrazek, I guess, because Mrazek's not completely done in my opinion. Yeah, I still think he has something to prove.
Mhm.
And I mean, we even have Erickson exposed. Oh my God, how did he not got taken? I was so surprised Erickson didn't get
Yeah.
taken. He was
The
exposed.
go Ericsson.
I mean,
Yeah.
um,
The draft ended. What was it, yesterday?
mhm.
And we saw some some good players come out. I think we got Michael Rasmussen for our number one pick, center. People are kind of upset about a center being taken. I was kind of fine with it, to be honest. People wanted defenders just because our defense is so bad. But I mean, the defenders, unless they're like all-star defenders, you can always get them in later rounds, to be honest.
They did solve the defense problem in the
Yeah,
second
they
round.
definitely got a lot of defenders later on.
Not getting Lindstrom. They got Lidstrom. They got
Yeah.
Lindstrom.
I heard somewhere someone's like, we're trying to get the N out of his name, and I was like, hopefully, man, because if he's gonna play like the GOAT Lidstrom, then I'll take him.
All right. What other topics we got?
So, who do you think out of our AHL players, like the ones that ended in the past Calder Cup playing really well, who do you think would actually be like some solid players to start off the season with?
The on the Red Wings
Yeah,
roster.
to be on the Red Wings roster playing, like maybe
I
third,
would.
fourth line.
I think for sure Tyler Bertuzzi is a roster spot,
Mhm.
and I could see probably I'm not gonna even try to pronounce his name. We're gonna go by Gino.
Evgeny Svechnikov. All right.
So and I was thinking maybe Thomas Noshek, but obviously what happened.
Yeah.
Um, that's probably the only two guys I could see
Well,
maybe.
Russo was down there, but he's gonna come back up most likely, from what it seems like.
Yeah, well he was with us last year,
Yeah.
so yeah, I guess you can count him as well. So yeah, Russo too, I guess.
Is there anyone else? I'm trying to think. Oh, they said what's his name? I don't know how to pronounce his name. FRK.
Frick.
Yeah, we just call him Frick. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I heard he was coming up possibly.
That'd be interesting. All
Yeah.
right, but those are the three guys I would think. Maybe. What do you think?
Oh, I was thinking almost the same thing to be honest. Svechnikov played really well. We saw him in that shootout. Nice performance. Oh, and in the game he played really well too in that game.
And I
And
think
then
he's developed now too as well.
yeah, I think him being like him seeing the the professional level down to like the AHL, where you see the NHL, you see the AHL, and you can kind of see what you can improve, do better. So I think it's always good to bring players up, and then like if they're doing like all right, not the best, just bring them back down in hopes of bringing them back up.
Exactly. All right, what other topics we got?
For the Wings, that's about it. We saw draft picks, we saw Vegas. I mean, we're in the off season, you can't expect too much. Let's talk about some Lions.
All right. Stafford.
Stafford.
Is he worth 20 over 25 million?
um, I don't know. I don't think he's worth that much, but at the same time, I love Stafford.
He's
But
gonna get the money. He's gonna
yeah,
get the
yeah, yeah. Like the Lions,
money.
the Lions don't have a quarterback that like is even on that like professional level, or like even if they got someone, I don't even know. I mean, what's his name's not bad. I forgot his name.
Jake Rudock.
Yeah, I heard good things about him coming.
All right, let's be honest. Stafford, he could ask for 30 million in a
He'll get
blowjob.
it.
He's gonna get it. They're gonna give him the
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Like
Stafford's gonna
there's
get paid. We don't care what. Like, if you like it, you hate it. Stafford's gonna get paid.
there's no question about it. Bob Quinn at the end of the day is gonna give him the money.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Stafford's gonna be the quarterback for the next 5 to 6 years. Let's be honest. He's not going anywhere. All
Hopefully we
right.
get a nice championship.
I mean, I'll take a playoff win at this point. Um. So
We
yeah,
got some people not doing the best.
yeah.
Kyrie
Kyrie
Thornton,
Thornton.
6 games
Yeah,
suspended.
the guy felt like using some stuff the NFL doesn't like.
We
So he
got
violated the NFL substance policy. He's suspended 6 games.
yeah, that's a lot
He's
for
yeah, the
football.
NFL season. He is eligible to return versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I mean to be honest, I mean he's a good player, but I don't know how. he's good, but I don't know if the Lions will keep him till that Steelers game. I don't know if he'll make the roster,
Yeah.
but yeah. And another Lion that this is not official yet. It's just it's like been thrown out there. They're saying Tavon Wilson has been accused of punching his ex-girlfriend's nose and I guess broken, and she's suing him, I guess,
Yeah.
and for a lot of money. But this is not proven yet, so
The question is, would he get some games suspended, or how does that work?
I mean, I don't know. I think if it's proven, maybe. I mean, yeah, I think for sure if it's
How
proven.
many
But
for Ray Rice? How much did he get?
I think it was the whole season.
Really?
But
I
I'm
mean,
not.
that was way more intense, but
Yeah,
just curious.
because that was caught on video
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
So I think that depends how the court case goes.
Hmm.
So, I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
If I mean, if it is true, then he could be looking. I don't think the Lions will keep him around. If I mean, he was a good player for us last year, so it would be kind of unfortunate if he's not there next year because we counted on him last year. He was pretty good for us.
Yeah.
He took over Isaiah Abdul Caduce and James Ehedevo's job, so I mean, Lions are counting on him. I know they have Miles Kilbrew, but Lions are counting on Tavon Wilson to be there next year, and if he's not, I mean, I don't want to say we're screwed, but we
We'll
need to
take a
find a
hit definitely.
replacement.
Yeah.
We'll need to find a replacement for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All
Yeah.
right.
Not too much Lions news. I'm not a big Pistons guy, but you know a lot. So, what do you think about that draft pick?
I love it a lot. This is actually the guy I predicted first to come, Luke Kennard. I'm really happy about it. Great shooter. Other question is Contavious Caldwell Pope. People are saying, well, he's asking for 104 million for 4 years. My opinion, personally, I don't think Contavious Caldwell Pope is worth that money. He's a good player, but Pistons are already a top five most paid contracts, which is we don't need another big contract like Contavious Caldwell Pope. Yes, I would be sad he was one of our leaders last year, but if he's gonna be paid that much, no, I don't make the move for Contavious Caldwell Pope because if we're one of the top five teams in contracts of like being paid most players, and we're hardly making the playoffs or missing the playoffs, it's not worth it at all, in my opinion. Uh,
Who
that's
is
my
the number
opinion.
one
What
paid right now on the Pistons?
Andre Drummond at the moment, he's getting paid 30 million a year, which is insane in my opinion.
Dang.
And Reggie Jackson getting paid like 25 million a year, which is
They tried to
insane as
trade
well.
both them, right? Last the deadline.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah, they are trying to trade him.
Yeah.
Well, there are some rumors, but I guess Pistons are just not liking the offers yet.
Yeah, I mean, players that get paid too much, I mean, they could still be all stars or good players, but at the end of the day, you want to find some young players that can take those spots eventually.
I mean, because a top five payroll in the NBA for a team that's missing the playoffs is not acceptable, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
not at all.
So,
Especially if
uh,
they're playing like average players. Like I don't watch a lot of basketball, but from what I've seen, they're not playing like the all stars the amount they're getting paid.
exactly. Um, so what else is that it
Any
or?
rumors for Pistons or anything going on?
As of right now, Pistons have not done much. Off season starts officially July 1st, but as of right now, there's not been anything. So we're actually one of the more quiet teams, which is kind of surprising, but makes sense, I guess. Um, but we do for sure need to make some moves this offseason. I think we need to still upgrade that shooting guard position, maybe even the center position. I mean, because we lost. I mean, he wasn't great for us, but Aaron Baines is most likely gone. I don't think he resigns with us. We still have Boban, but uh, he's good, but I don't know if he's a guy that can play every game because I don't know. I feel like he's a guy that wears down easy. We could run a small ball lineup, but it's a whole different thing.
All
So that's
right.
all I got to say about the Pistons.
Yeah,
Is that
we
it?
covered everything.
All right, thanks. Thank you guys for listening. If you liked the video, please like it.
Yeah.
Put some comments down below.
Yeah, always you can
And
always okay. So we're gonna be posting this on YouTube, so you can always comment on the YouTube page itself, or if you want to come back to the Instagram, you can always do either one. It's gonna be both on both pages. So
yep.
go Detroit Sports guys, and have a good one.
All right. See you guys.